House Bill number 11287.
House Bill number 11287, an act fixing the term of office of Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan officials and changing the term of office from 3 years to 6 years, amending for the purpose sections 42 and 43 of Republic Act number 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991 as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the parliamentary status of the bill is that we are in the period of sponsorship and debate. I move that we recognize the Honorable Representative Arnan C. Panaligan of the 1st District of Oriental Mindoro and Representative Marivic Copilar of the 6th District of Quezon City to sponsor the measure.
All right, the ladies first. So we recognize the representative of the 6th District of Quezon City, Maria Victoria Copilar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good evening, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor to sponsor House Bill number 11287, fixing the term of office of Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan officials and changing the term of office from 3 years to 6 years, amending for the purpose of Section 42 and 43 of Republic Act number 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991 as amended. This measure is contained in the Committee Report 1335 of the Committee on Local Government submitted on January 15, 2025, pending approval on second record for this honorable chamber. Section 3, Article 10 of the Constitution partially provides that the Congress shall enact a local government code which shall provide for a more responsive, accountable local government structure and provide for the qualification, election, term of local officials, and all other matters relating to organization and operations of the local units. Furthermore, Section 8 of the same article clearly and explicitly states that the term of barangay officials shall be determined by law. For this reason, the Congress enacted Republic Act number 7160 or the Local Government Code in 1991, which provided, among other else, the date of the election, term of office of local elected officials, including those in barangay level, which can be found in Section 42 and 43 respectively. This law underwent various amendments through the years, including RA 11935, which was declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court in the Makalintal case. Despite the pronouncement made in that case, the High Court emphasized that Congress is not precluded from amending the law governing the synchronized barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan election. To quote, the Congress is not precluded by this pronouncement from further amending the provision of RA 9164, but the same shall be subject to the proper observance of guidelines provided in the succeeding discussions. Unlike RA 11935, the proposed measure before us, House Bill 11287, is supported by a legitimate government interest. A reading of the explanatory note of the bill filed to fix the term of office of BSK officials would prove that the primordial reason for the legislative measure is to give ample time to BSK officials or Barangay Sangguniang Kabataan officials in order to effectively implement a long-term programs and plans of the government. Fixing the term of office of this official to 6 years will create stability that will lead to a better continuity in policies, thus ensuring the initiatives are seen through completion and evaluated for effectiveness. Moreover, unlike RA 11935, House Bill 11287 did not allow any transfer of funds that arbitrarily overreaches the exercise of the right of suffrage. What the Congress is doing is within the plenary and broad exercise of its legislative power to amend existing law on elections of local officials. From the reading of this proposed measure, our intention is to amend Section 42 and 43 of the Local Government Code, or RA 7160, to fix the term of office of the BSK officials to 6 years. Incidentally, a transitory provision to govern the tenure of incumbent barangay at Sangguniang Kabataan officials is within the framework and necessary for the guidance of public for the proper implementation of this measure once it becomes a law. For this reason, this representation hopes for the support of this honorable chamber for the swift passage of this crucial measure. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Congressman Copilar. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I now move that we recognize the Honorable Representative Raul Daniel Manuel of the Kabataan Party List for his interpellation.
The Kabataan Party List Representative Raul Daniel Manuel will interpret, and you have the floor for a few minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Would our good sponsor yield to several questions from this representation regarding House Bill 11287?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Una, Mr. Speaker, itong House Bill, ang maapektuhan po ay parehong barangay elections and SK elections. Tama po ba?
Yes.
And Mr. Chair, Mr. Speaker, how long ang magiging term ng barangay and SK officials kapag maging batas po itong House Bill 11287?
Mr. Speaker, for the barangay officials, it will be two terms every 6 years per term. But for the SK, Sangguniang, it will be 1 term for 6 years.
Okay. Sa ngayon, Mr. Speaker, gaano kahaba ang term ng mga barangay and SK officials?
Well, according to the local government code, it should be 3 years per term. And it will be 9 years if you will complete the 3 terms.
With that, Mr. Speaker, I think na-mention din po kanina ang Supreme Court decision sa Makalintal versus Comelec na nangangailangan po ng sufficiently important, substantial, or compelling na mga batayan kung magkakaroon ng postponement of elections. Mr. Speaker, ano-ano po ang mga pamantayan na nilatag ng Supreme Court decision na ito bago masabi na meron talagang sufficient na mga batayan for postponing the barangay and SK elections?
Mr. Speaker, to clarify it, the bill itself is not postponement. It's about fixing the term of the barangay official through amending the local government of 1990, particularly Section 42 and Section 43, which states the term of each barangay officials.
Hearing that, Mr. Speaker, kung magiging batas po ito, kailan po ito i-apply? Will this apply to the incumbent barangay and SK officials or sa mga susunod pa po?
It will apply upon the approval of this law, upon passing of this law. Incumbents.
With that, Mr. Speaker, kapag naging batas na po ito, ang immediate na magiging effect po niya ay mapopospone po talaga ang election supposedly para dun sa mga papalit, sa mga incumbent na mga officials. Kasi pwede rin naman po, granted, although syempre later on, i-discuss pa natin yung merits talaga ng length ng term. Pero kung pag-uusapan po muna natin ang effect nito sa current na officials, then may mangyayari po talaga na instead na matapos nila yung kanilang term as granted by our current laws, ay ma-extend po talaga yung term nila. Kaya may mangyayari pong pagkakapostpone ng halalan para dun sa mga papalit na mga barangay and SK officials.
Mr. Speaker, actually, I believe one of the main reason during the Makalintal case, the previous bill that we have, kinatigan siya ng Supreme Court because yun, talagang postponement yun. Ang ginagawa natin ngayon sa bagong batas na ito, hindi natin pinopospone. Inaamyendahan natin ang batas ng Local Government Code, particularly katulad ng akin nabanggit, Section 42 and 43, inaayos na natin yung term ng barangay official para hindi na ulit tayo mapunta dun sa postponement, sa extension na sinasabi.
With that, Mr. Speaker, kasi at least sa mga nakaupo po ngayon ng mga barangay and SK officials, nung tumakbo po sila, ang in-expect lang po nila na term ay actually nga po 2 years lang. Tama po ba? Kasi they were elected in 2023, then supposedly 2025 magkakaroon ng eleksyon. Granting na status quo po tayo. So, ang in-applyan lang po nila ay 2 years. No? Siyempre, gusto din naman nila maglingkod, Mr. Speaker. Pero if i-apply sa kanila ngayon, hindi po kasi lahat ay nag-expect na pwede pala silang maupo ng hanggang 6 years. At sa mga nasa barangay din po, sa mga constituents nila, ay may mga tao din na magtataka na bakit ganun nakatagal yung magiging term ng mga nakaupo ngayon. So, Mr. Speaker, hindi po ba natin na-entertain na okay, pwedeng may mangyaring eleksyon as scheduled, tapos kung meron mang pagbabago dun sa term, granted na may sapat na merit, saka na lang yun i-apply at hindi po i-apply sa mga incumbents.
Bakit hindi i-apply ito sa susunod na batch na mga mahahalal na barangay officials? Pwede rin, pero pwede rin namang i-apply yan sa kasalukuyang batch ng barangay officials at SK officials na nahalal no October 30, 2023. Wala naman ako nakikita bilang sponsor na violation ng saligang batas kung ating i-applyan sa current batch of barangay and sangguniang kabataan elections. After all, malinaw naman na nasa saligang batas na ang kapangyarihan na mag-fix ng term ng barangay at sangguniang kabataan officials ay nakalagak sa Kongreso. Yun ay malinaw. So ito isang policy decision na nasa discretion ng Kongreso sapagkat sa atin ibinigay ng saligang batas.
Gusto ko po munang mas mag-focus doon sa pag-apply nito sa mga incumbent na mga barangay and SK officials. Kasi Mr. Speaker, aside doon sa mga na-mention ko na mga pwede talagang mangyari na hindi natin gustong mangyari doon sa serbisyo ng ating mga barangay and SK officials, nandyan din yung fact na sa ngayon kasi, Mr. Speaker, whether we want to admit it or not, pero kung batay lang dun sa observations na ating mga kababayan, Mr. Speaker, ay merong mga barangay and SK officials na kapag eleksyon ng mga higher officials, for example, yung mga opisyal sa bayan, sa syudad, sa probinsya, o kahit sa mga higher positions pa at the national level, ay tinuturing na machinery for campaign and elections yung mga barangay and SK officials. So kapag ma-extend, Mr. Speaker, ang term ng mga nakaupo ngayon na barangay and SK officials, pwedeng makabenefit sa longer term nila kung sino man yung mga tatakbo sa mga darating na eleksyon at itong mga incumbent ay aasahan na mag-fulfill ng ganong function kahit hindi naman supposedly ganon yung mangyari. So yung tanong ko po sa ating sponsor, tama po ba na nagagamit yung ating mga barangay and SK officials para sa ganitong mga partisan activities ng mga mas nakakataas na mga opisyal o mga kumakandidato for higher positions?
Totoo po ang obserbasyon ng ating kasama, si Congressman Raul Manuel. Kaya nga, sa pananaw namin, sa mga authors ng batas na ito, sa Committee on Local Government, yung mas mahabang termino ng barangay officials ang magbibigay sa kanila ng a measure of independence mula sa mga political leaders katulad ng mga mayor or governor. Ngayon kasi dahil nga lubhang maiksi ang termino ng mga barangay officials, ay halos magkapanunod ang eleksyon ng local officials at yung mga barangay officials. Kaya ang tendency, pagkatapos ng eleksyon ng mga local officials, ay talagang itong mga barangay officials ay talagang susuko, tutungo sa mga luluhod, sa mga politiko. Pero pag mahaba ang termino at mas mahaba pa sa termino ng mga local officials, that will give them a measure of independence, a measure of autonomy. Mababawasan, may insulate sila sa politika. Kasi ang nature ng barangay officials supposedly ay non-partisan, di po ba? Yan ay malinaw. Pero dahil nga sa halos kasabay ang kanilang halalan, sa mga local officials ay nawawala yung independence nila. Pero pag mas mahaba ang termino nila, yun sa aming pananaw, magbibigay sa kanila ng measure of independence or autonomy mula sa mga political and local officials. Yun po ang nakita namin. Maaaring hindi 100% effective yung solusyon na yun, pero sa tingin namin ay may wisdom sa ganung panukala na mahaba ang kanilang, mas mahaba ang termino nila kaya sa atin para sila magkaroon ng autonomy or independence from us.
Inuulit ko, linawigan ang termino o ang taon ng pagsaserbisyo ng barangay dahil mabigat ang tungkulin ng barangay. Totoo, non-partisan ang barangayan. Pero lahat ng mga proyekto mula national government, local government ay dumadaan ito sa barangayan. Pangatlo, yung kinakatakot natin na pag tumagal, baka hindi mas okay yung trabaho nila. Pag umikli, baka hindi rin okay, o baka mas okay para madali rin silang umalis. Pero sa aking pananaw, pareho lang yan. Matagal, 6 years o 3 years ang isang public official, pareho lang ang epekto. Kung masama, masama. Kung mabuti, mabuting maglilingkod sa taong bayan.
With that, Mr. Speaker, we duly recognize ang karanasan po ng ating buting sponsor bilang leader po sa barangay. Tayo, Mr. Speaker, speaking as a youth representative na nandyan din ang ating pakipag-konsultahan mismo sa mga sangguniang kabataan, and also speaking as a constituent, Mr. Speaker, ng ating mga local officials din, kasama din syempre ang ating mga barangay and SK. Mr. Speaker, nakita natin ang epekto kapag halimbawa merong mga leader sa barangay na hindi din naman nagpo-function ng maayos, pero recently we have witnessed na yung supposedly nga fixed term na 3 taon ay na-extend ng ilang beses. So on the part of our constituents, they're actually deprived of the option na supposedly, Mr. Speaker, yung regular na elections na set yun palagi na 3 years, alam nila na at least every 3 years ay meron silang pagkakataon para mamili ng bagong mga leader. Notwithstanding na habang nakaupo din naman yung tao ay umaksyon yung ating mga kababayan, magpahayag ng kung ano yung mga dapat na gawin, ano yung dapat sagot sa ating mga tanong. Yun lamang, Mr. Speaker. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Congressman Manuel.
Sa muli, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood at pakikinig. Once again, El Maestro, see you on my next vlog. Bye-bye!